I want to start off by saying this. There was a Summit County health inspector made a tour of the school, spent the entire day at the school a week ago, and he was saying how impressed he was with our students. And I think the administration and the faculty would all agree with him that we have been impressed with what our students here at Walsh Jesuit are doing. It's a constant struggle, though, to remind people at all times about masks, about social distancing. And I know firsthand it's harder than heck because so many of our students are leaving at 2:40, going to practice, and they're not wearing masks. They're not social, they're practicing under correct guidelines. So a lot of students are confused. They say, man, you got people running around here telling everybody to get apart, wear masks, and then I'm at practice and we're not. So I understand that. That's a big issue. But I'll tell you what, that is the thing. Our teachers want school to be in session. We don't want to see any kind of spread, and the teachers and administrators are working with the students to do all we can to hopefully eliminate that. Mask distancing, one-way hallways, I think are the best things going on.
Mr. Palangi, are you content with the regulations put in place for in-school learning at Walsh Jesuit?
You know, I would say that I am. I will be honest, coming into school this year, I was pretty nervous. I have a newborn, had a newborn at the beginning of this, and now have a 9-month-old son. We've been really careful at home. And so I was really nervous coming into school, not knowing what it was going to look like or the chances of me or others getting sick and bringing that back home. But honestly, I think we've done a pretty good job. Are we perfect? No, but I think we've done everything that we possibly can here at school to try to make sure that the risks are as low as they can be. I think the masks seem to be something that students have embraced and done a pretty good job about. Some certainly better than others, and the distancing same, some better than others, but school as a whole has done a good job of putting this on the forefront and trying our best to make it something that's important to the way we go about our daily lives.
And have you seen any sort of effects on school performance in the student body or in your classes?
You know, I think I have to some extent. I think that masks and distancing are going to create some kind of a distance between people, both physically but also kind of emotionally, mentally, where it's a little bit harder to build relationships. It's a little bit harder to maybe get close with someone in a more relationship-based way. And so in classrooms, sometimes it's a little bit harder to feel that connection with students. I find students seeming to get maybe more tired a little bit more easily, or a little bit disengaged a little bit more easily. But I think a lot of that is just so much stress is being put on everyone. And as we try to do everything perfectly, knowing that we're human and they're going to make mistakes and struggle along the way. So I've tried to take it easy as much as we could on students, but also knowing that we have to do everything that we can to make this as normal of a year as we possibly can. Also knowing that it's not going to be perfect.
Do you think that Walsh Jesuit is looking out for the mental well-being of their students by having us in person for school?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, when we were in quarantine, I wasn't able to see my friends, and I missed that. And now that we're in school, I'm happy that I get to eat the taste of excellence whenever I want. And now I also get to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you.
What's your name and what grade are you in?
My name is Sophia Zant, and I'm a senior.
What is one thing you dislike about one of the changes made this year?
One thing I really don't like is how the lunchroom is set up. I know it has to be set up that way for all the precautions, but it's a lot less social and hard to talk to your friends, so I do miss the regular common setup.
What grade are you in?
I'm Jack Ross. I'm a senior here at Walsh Jesuit.
How's it been adjusting to this school year compared to last year?
It's definitely been an adjustment. I mean, a lot of things we're not used to. Very grateful that we're not all completely online. Obviously, the one-way hallways are a lot different, especially the one-way stairways. It definitely can be irritating at times, but you know what? If it's what we have to do to stay open, it's what we have to do.